Boker Tov, Shabbat Shalom. It's good to see you all this morning, joining us for another Shabbat story time. So glad you're here with us as we read some stories today and continue celebrating this Shabbat, this day that we have that's a gift each week that allows us to take a step back and relax and reflect and rest and be with our families, be with the ones we love as we take this time today to have this day that God has given us. So let's begin with a couple songs and then we'll get into our stories. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Chiri, biri, biri, bim. Bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom, Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. So we've got 3 books to read today. The first one is about doing a mitzvah, doing something that's good for others, a commandment, a good deed, and it's called Mitzvah Pizza. And it's by Sarah Lynn Shearer and illustrated by Deborah Melman. Ready to go, Missy? Daddy asks. Yes, I squeal. It's Daddy Day, the best day of the week. Daddy brings the money, I bring the fun. Usually. Today, I'm bringing the money and the fun. I've been saving up since Hanukkah. I even did extra chores. On the crowded Philly sidewalks, I swing hands with Daddy. He asks me how I want to spend my money. I haven't decided yet. One time I decided to buy a beaded necklace. It broke. Another time I decided to buy cinnamon candies. They burned my tongue. And another time I decided to buy my friend's half-used clay. I forgot to check whether it had gotten crusty, clumpy, or dry. Oops! Deciding is hard work, so we're taking a break to eat pizza. As we get in line, the smell of melted cheese, bubbling sauce, and warm dough makes my mouth water. The girl in front of us is with her daddy, too. What would you like, our dad asks at the same time. Mushroom, she cheers, doing the pizza dance. Cheese, I say, and I twirl for emphasis. We look at each other. Cheese is better, I say. Mushrooms, she counters. I'm right, of course. My name is Melissa, I tell her, but everyone calls me Missy. And I'm Jane, but everyone calls me Jane. We smile at each other big and wide. We're almost to the front of the line. Grab us too, Jane's dad says. Jane trots over to a wall plastered with sticky notes, the kind Mom used to leave us reminders on the fridge. 2 mushroom slices, please, Jane says, handing 2 sticky notes to the man behind the counter. I nudge Daddy. I don't understand. Pizza for sticky notes? Jane whirls to face me. Each sticky note is a piece of pizza. That's the strangest thing I've ever heard. Daddy whispers in my ear. Each sticky note represents a piece of pizza that somebody has already paid for, like a gift or a treat. He points to the walls. There are more sticky notes than I can count. I imagine each one is a slice of pizza waiting to be eaten. So many, they almost make me dizzy. Jane finds a seat, flashing me her slice of mushroom with a thumbs up. I shake my head and point to the cheese slice on the menu. Cheese is way better. Daddy orders our slices and I pay $2. It's my treat, I tell him. The man behind the counter asks Daddy, would you like to make a donation to the Piece of Pizza Fund? Sure, Daddy says. He pulls out $1. It's a mitzvah, he says with a wink. Mitzvah means good deed in Hebrew. He starts to write on the sticky note, but I tug his sleeve. Can I write the message, Daddy? He smiles. I use the markers from a jar on the counter to make a rainbow at the top of the paper. Underneath it, I draw a slice of cheese pizza, the best kind. I peek at Jane. She looks away real fast and smiles at her mushroom. I stick the note to the wall. Daddy and I sit by the window chewing. Thank you for lunch. Did you decide what to do with the rest of your money? Asked Daddy. I shake my head no because my mouth is full and so is my head. There are too many choices. We're going to the park, Jane calls to me from her table. I don't want to say goodbye to my new friend yet. Can we go too, Daddy? Of course, he says. You're in charge of the fun, remember? At the park, Jane and I swing until our feet touch the sky. We slide, climb, and jump. We spin and we twirl. We holler and we laugh until our sides ache. I tell her about the party we're planning for my birthday next week. Want to come? I ask my new friend. We'll have pizza, lemonade, and cupcakes. She asks her dad if she can come, and I'm so happy when he says yes. I'll save a slice for you, I promise her. Mushroom, of course. Jane's favorite color is red and mine is purple. She likes mushroom and I like cheese. She pays with sticky notes and I pay with dollars. We're not so different. Suddenly, I know how I want to spend the rest of my money. After I wave goodbye to Jane and her dad, I run over to the bench where Daddy is sitting. Let's go back to the pizza corner. I have a mitzvah in mind. I'm smiling so wide that I think I'll crack my face. Daddy and I swing hands all the way back to the pizza corner. I stop a few times to twirl. At the pizza corner, I trade $5 for 5 sticky notes. I write something different on each one using every marker in the jar. I stick them to the wall, clustering them together like friends. Thanks for the pizza and the fun, Missy, Daddy hugs me. Next time, I'll treat. I kiss his scratchy cheek. Happy birthday, Missy. The end. Our second book this morning is a book that I thought was a good book for this week because if you haven't heard, we had a presidential election this week, and we don't know who the winner is. But the book I have today is called President Taft is Stuck in the Bath, and it's about a president who lived a long time ago. William Howard Taft was the 27th president of the United States. He busted monopolies, instituted the federal income tax, and became the only president to serve as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. But today, President Taft is stuck in his bathtub. Blast, said Taft. This could be bad. He squeezed and he shimmied, he hefted and stretched. He gripped the rim of the tub and attempted to lift himself, but it was no use. President Taft was stuck in the bath. Taft took a deep breath and tugged his mustache. Think, Taft, said Taft. Use that big noggin and cook up a plan. 2 hours passed. The water got cold, and President Taft was still stuck in the bath. I hope, said Taft, that nobody notices I'm missing. Someone knocked at the door. Double blast, said Taft. Blast and draft. Willie? Oh dear. It was Taft's wife, the First Lady of the United States of America. You've been in there for a while. Is everything fine? Taft splashed in the bath. Yes, Nellie, he said. I'm just scrubbing my back. I see, Nellie said. Are you really quite sure? Oh, blast, shouted Taft. Why can't a man have a nice quiet bath? Nellie said, Sorry, Willie. She sniffed. Taft felt bad. My love, said Taft. I am stuck in the bath. So you are, said Nellie. She thought, well, perhaps. It's a disaster, said Taft. Yes, but perhaps. Blast perhaps, shouted Taft. We need action, a plan. Please be a sweetie and call the vice president. The vice president came and stood by the tub. Well, Jim, said Taft, I'm stuck in the bath. I see, said the VP. Well, you've called the right man. I'm ready to be sworn in as the President of the United States of America. Blast that, bellowed Taft. A preposterous plan. Perhaps, said the First Lady. Call the Secretary of State, shouted Taft. Mr. Secretary, said Taft, I'm stuck in that bath. Indeed, said the Secretary of State. Let me put this diplomatically. A man of great stature need not be of great girth, and so, blast man, shouted Taft, are you calling me fat? No, sir, the Secretary of State was taken aback. But certainly a diet combined with calisthenics. Blast diet, said Taft, I need something fast. Should we swear me in as president now? Asked the Vice President. Call the Secretary of Agriculture, shouted President Taft. Mr. Secretary, said Taft, I'm stuck in the bath. Said the secretary. A huge vat of butter should do the trick. We'll have 50 farmers milk 50 cows. If Congress spends the night churning, we should have enough. We'll grease up your sides and the sides of the tub. Then it will be easy. You'll slide right out. Blast butter, said Taft. As soon as I'm out, I'll just need a bath. Perhaps, said the First Lady. Call the Secretary of War, shouted President Taft. Mr. Secretary, said Taft, I'm stuck in the bath. Yes, said the Secretary, we'll soon see to that. With what? Taft asked. Dynamite. Taft was aghast. We just need a few sticks of TNT and a rather long fuse, and boom, you'll be free. We'll blast this old tub into smithereens. Blast him, said Taft. That's dangerous, man. You'd be wearing a helmet, said the Secretary of War. No, shouted Taft. Don't you think President James Schoolcraft Sherman sounds catchy, said the Vice President. No, shouted Taft. Perhaps, said the First Lady. Call the Secretaries of the Navy, Treasury, and Interior, shouted President Taft. Send deep-sea divers into the tub, said the Secretary of the Navy. Throw money at the problem, said the Secretary of the Treasury. The answer is inside you, said the Secretary of the Interior. Blast that, and that, shouted President Taft. It is clear I am unfit for office. A president cannot govern while stuck in a bath. Am I to be carried around this great nation in a tub, borne aloft on the backs of 6 young men like a princeling from antiquity? No, bellowed Taft, it is un-American. Taft waved his right hand. Fetch the Chief Justice. I will resign. Let's swear Sherman in. Wait, said the First Lady. Let's not be rash. There are 8 of us here. Perhaps if we stopped using our brains and just used our arms, we could pull Willie out from the bath. It was a pretty good plan. And so those 8 great minds rolled up their sleeves and they yanked and they tugged. At first Taft wouldn't budge. But then came a squeak and a slap and a snap, and just like that, President Taft flew out from the bath. There were many glad cries. Taft kissed his wife. A celebration ensued, and someone called in a band. There was dancing and snacks. The Secretary of State raised his glass. A toast, he said to President Taft. Worry not, great man. 100 years hence, no one will recall that you were stuck in the bath. Our grandchildren's grandchildren will read of your many great feats. The crowd broke into applause. Speech, speech, they all said. The band stopped. Taft cleared his throat. Those gathered were rapt. Would somebody hand me a robe, he asked. And that's that. And our last book this morning is called Bears on Chairs. And it's by Shirley Parenteau and illustrated by David Walker. 4 small chairs, just right for bears. Where is the bear for each small chair? Calico Bear sits on a chair. He likes it there on his one chair. Now Fuzzy Bear wants a chair. She climbs up there on the second chair. Another chair is over there. Yellow Bear takes that chair. Here's Floppy Bear. She takes a chair. She's happy there on that last chair. 4 happy bears on 4 small chairs. Not a bear has to share. Oops. Big Brown Bear looks for a chair. There is none there for that big bear. What a stare from Big Brown Bear. That big bear wants a chair. Can Big Brown Bear make a pair with Floppy Bear on her one chair? No. Floppy Bear and that big bear cannot share one small chair. That big bear needs one whole chair. There's none to spare for Big Brown Bear. Look, Calico Bear shifts his chair over there near Big Brown Bear. Big Brown Bear helps Calico Bear make one double chair for 3 to share. Oh no! 2 of the bears fall off that chair. That double chair can't hold 3 bears. Fuzzy Bear looks over there. She scoots her chair beside the pair. Now Yellow Bear scoots his chair. Will one long chair hold all those bears? First Big Brown Bear, then Yellow Bear. Climb up there on that long chair. The other bears look over there. Is there room to spare for 3 more bears? Yes, there's room up there for all 5 bears. Now it's fair. The bears all share. The end. It was great seeing you all this morning. I'm so glad you were able to join us for story time on this lovely Shabbat. I hope you all have a great day, a great week, and I want to say shalom to all of my chaverim. Goodbye to all of my friends. Shalom, chaverim, shalom, chaverim, shalom, shalom. Lehitraot, lehitraot, shalom, shalom.